Warm welcome to the Red Bull Grand Prix of San Marino. We're back on track just 4 days after Motorland Aragon. Round 13 at Misano World Circuit. Marco Simoncelli, which will host, of course, round 14 as well in just 2 weeks' time. The top 4 riders in the World Championship join us for press conference number 1, led by Prima Pramac Racing's Jorge Martin. Jorge leading the World Championship by 23 points. An amazing weekend here in Misano last year. Pole position, sprint victory and the Grand Prix treble. To Jorge's right, Ducati Lenovo team rider Pecco Bagnaia. Pecco second in the championship. MotoGP wins here in 2021 and in 2022. A Moto2 race from here as well, the year he won the championship in 2018. Third place now in the World Championship, Gresini Racing's Marc Marquez. The perfect weekend for Marc in Aragon with the pole, the sprint win, Grand Prix win, his first win in 1,043 days. 7 wins for Marc here in Misano, 4 in MotoGP, including Emilia Romagna in 2021, which is now thankfully no longer Marc's last Grand Prix victory. And completing today's lineup, Ducati Lenovo team rider Enea Bastianini. Enea 4th in the World Championship. Of course, he lives just down the road in nearby Rimini. Podiums here in his last 5 Grand Prix, including second in that thrilling battle with Pecco in 2022. Gentlemen, welcome to all 4 of you. We'll start the press conference with you, Jorge. Misano last year was one of the best weekends of your MotoGP career. Pole position, led every lap in the sprint and the Grand Prix. You're riding so well. Do you feel you've got the potential to dominate again this weekend? And do you feel right now that you're the strongest in this league group in the championship?
Yeah, well, for sure it's nice to be here in Misano after last season result, but what I did last season doesn't matter now anymore. Now the important thing is to keep improving, keep learning. Now the level is raising a lot during the last races, so I feel I'm progressing and getting better and better, but also the others, so it's quite difficult. I feel also here in Italy, you know, for Pecco and Enea will be super good weekend. They train out here, so for sure it's a nice track for them, but also for us, so yeah. Dominate is difficult. We will try to repeat from what I did last season. Will be super hard, but I will give my best.
Jorge, where do you think you made the difference in this Grand Prix last year? Was there some particular part of the track where you felt like you had a clear advantage?
Well, last season I felt straight away the first practice really good. For sure also Pecco and Marco were injured, so I don't know exactly how much was disturbing them, but for sure they weren't at 100%. So this was an advantage, and yeah, I was strong. I was missing a bit of speed in the back straight fast corner, so hopefully I can be a bit better this season.
Best luck to you this weekend, Jorge. Well, come on then to the reigning world champion, Pecco Bagnaia. Pecco, happy to see you here after that real nasty accident in Aragon just 4 days ago. First question, obvious one. Physically, how are you? Because it was, as we say, a real nasty incident. And is coming home to Misano the perfect way to turn the page from a very difficult Aragon weekend?
Yeah, first of all, I want to say that I want to say sorry to Alex for the strong words I said to him. I said in the interviews after the race. I was very angry for what happened, and looking at the telemetry was even worse for my point of view. But in any case, I was a bit too strong in my words. I didn't want to say that it makes me crash on purpose. The thing was that his defense was a bit aggressive, like is normal when you're fighting for a podium positions, and nothing. I'm still thinking the same about the incident because I'm on my way of thinking, but for sure for the words I said was a bit too much, and I say sorry to Alex. And physically, I'm not at my 100%. I feel a lot of pain on the shoulder and over the collarbone, neck. But in any case, we will try to be ready. It's my own Grand Prix, and it's always fantastic to race in front of all the crowd here. So I make 1 million of kilometers every season here, so I can be ready in any case.
You said you'd apologise to Alex. I'm sure he accepted that apology. But I think you spoke together on Sunday night in Aragon. Do you think that was very important to quickly clear the air between the two of you?
Yeah, because sometimes the angriness makes you say something that you don't think. So from my point of view was that he came to our office to say sorry for what happened. nothing more. We are two riders. We have two different point of view, and respectful, but for sure, same ambition in the front moment.
Best luck to you this weekend in your home race, Pecco. Coming on then to Marc Marquez from Gresini Racing. Marc, as we mentioned, it was the perfect weekend in Aragon, but of course now the celebrations are finished. Your full focus on this weekend in Misano. You've got a fantastic record here. You've ticked off the first Ducati win, so what's the next target for you in 2024? And home race for the team, of course, the team that gave you this opportunity to enjoy racing again. So does that give you that little bit of an extra push this weekend?
Yeah, of course, my target list for this season has been done in Aragon, so now it's time to keep working. Of course, after that we can breathe a bit more, and yeah, but we need to use that extra boost, extra confidence to continue to keep going and keep working. And yeah, with the team, with the bike, every race we learn something. Every race we find something, and we feel better. And yeah, it's true that I would like to start here with basically more or less same feeling as a Red Bull Ring will be enough for me, because that means that yeah, there already the feeling was good, and I know that Aragon was a very special conditions. Not by the surface, I will say by the storms during the night, but yeah, for this GP I think these three guys they will be super fast, and we will try to be close to them.
Just seeing some repeats of those images from 4 days ago, Marc. Such a special weekend for you. You said actually after the race that you knew you'd be able to win again this season on day one at the Valencia test when you first jumped on the Ducati. What was it immediately that convinced you that you were back in the game, you'd be able to be fighting for the wins? Because it was one of the images of that Valencia test right here where you came back into the garage and there was that smile to your new crew, Frankie Carcelli. Did you realise right there that you were going to be back and having a chance to win?
Yeah, right there I realized that my decision was the correct one, to keep going and especially improve, or we can say like change a bit the direction or the atmosphere inside myself. But yeah, on that point I realized that sooner or later will arrive some victory. I mean, on 22 races, okay, now 20. But yeah, I knew that we have some strong points in some circuits, and now we need to work on the most difficult thing in this championship, that is try to find the consistency. Is what these two guys they are better on us, and yeah, we will try to find a way to be a bit faster in our weak points.
Not bad. I think you did 49 laps at that Valencia test, and straight away you knew that you were going to be in that position like you were in Aragon last weekend. Better luck to you and the team in their home round this weekend, Marc. Completing then today's lineup is the Ducati Lenovo team rider Enea Bastianini. Enea, this is well and truly a home Grand Prix for you. Of course, your house very close to the circuit in nearby Rimini. You've raced here 3 times before in MotoGP. Every single time you've managed to finish on the podium as well. So you must come here with high expectations and hopefully another successful weekend like Silverstone.
Let's see.
No pressure.
It's early to think about it, but well, I'm very happy to back here in Misano. I felt the race last year for the injury, and I'm ready to back to this circuit, and it's one of my favorite because it's close to my town, but also because my speed here always is so good. We're training a lot here, and well, I think we can be competitive, but also these three guys will be competitive, and will be in a good fight. And in Silverstone was so nice for me to riding from the start, from Friday, and I hope to have the same sensation here. In Aragon something didn't work from the start, because the new asphalt have changed a bit. The car Marc was unbelievable, and have dominated all the Grand Prix, but here can be different, and let's see.
And now, of course, you'll have huge support from family and friends this weekend. Does that bring any extra pressure, or is it quite easy for you to treat it like any other weekend on the calendar?
Yeah, I think we have to do many races, and it will be important to stay concentrated for the rest of the season. And I like the rest of the calendar. We have 2 races here in Misano, and nothing. We are prepared and before the Asian Tour.
Okay, and best of luck to you as well this weekend. MotoGP Social, as always, will be coming up later on, but time now, please, for questions from the media. Thank you very much.
Hello, guys. This is Frank Weyink, right at the back here. One question for you, Mark. Mark, I'm sure that you watched the race again and again, maybe. Maybe difficult to say because you were not in the picture that much because you were too far ahead. But were there certain things that you saw of yourself in that race that sort of taught you anything, that you were surprised by?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that when you have the speed and when you are the fastest one out there, then it looks like you are smart, you can control yourself, you have a best strategy, but in the end it's everything related about speed. I feel super good. I was smooth enough to keep going, keep riding. Especially on the race, I was super concentrated, and yeah, the fact to have more speed than the others makes everything easier. But it's true that I arrived here in Misano with remember more the feeling of Red Bull Ring than Aragon. And in Aragon we did a massive weekend, but I think it was more realistic what we had in Red Bull Ring. But let's see if here we can keep going, and especially on that right corners, try to keep improving.
Niki Kovac from Motor Review Hungary, another one for you, Mark. Now you had a couple of days to digest what happened in Aragon. Was there a moment when you could really release all the pressure and all the moments from the past years? And also, I suppose that you talked to Santi.
Yes.
If you can share anything from that conversation with us.
Yeah, of course. About Aragon, still no time to relax and no time to enjoy that victory. I would like to have some free weekend now in the middle, but yeah, unfortunately we can. And yesterday we had a nice dinner with the Gresini team. And yeah, yesterday I went to Repsol on the garage, and I take all the group and I say feel part of this victory because not only Santi, also they suffer with me. They help me a lot in the very deep moments. So that part of the garage, I want to say on a personal side that I also feel part of my process.
Here, Borja González from The Sun. A question for Pecco. How much afraid are you about your physical condition? I don't know which is exactly the situation, and do you feel that this is a super important GP for you, not only because it's at home, because last year also you couldn't win, you arrived from Barcelona also after a bad crash, and I don't know how important you feel, also knowing that Jorge is now 23 points in front of you in the championship.
Are always important weekends. Every weekends are very important for a championship, and we arrived in Aragon with 3 points, I think, of gap, and we went away with 23. So honestly, it's a huge loss. So for sure, it will be important to do a good job this weekend. I will try to do the maximum. If in case it will be possible to recover some points, I will try to do the maximum to do it. But in case I will lose it, I will try to lose the less possible. But in any case, it's a super important weekend as always. Physical condition, honestly, are not the best. I feel a bit, I don't know how to say in English, but I don't feel that I can move my body as I want. But it's normal. The impact was very huge. 170 kilograms were on my shoulder, and the hit on the gravel was quite huge. Honestly, luckily I didn't had any broke bones, but the muscles and the ligament are not are suffering a bit.
Yes, Mela Chercoles, Diario AS. First of all, for Pecco, you are a gentleman. Hat off to you for your words to Alex Marquez. Congratulations. And the question is, 2 Grand Prix in a row in this track can be better or worse for you? for the pressure? Thank you.
I think that 2 weekends in a row in the same track is worst for everybody, because the second weekend will be on the limit from the FP1. You will start in FP1 with the wrong front tire, because you need to, and you will struggle a lot. You already reached the limit, so you want to overweight the limit. So I think overwhelmed the limit. I think, I don't know what to say, to pass the limit. So I think it's difficult for everybody, but the good thing is that it's at home. So I know the track, and I try to manage it well. But the second one for my condition will be better, for sure. But it's not easy for anybody for everybody to have 2 weekends in the same circuit. No, the pressure is always something that pushes you to do something more. I love to be at home. I love to see fans around, and here the fans are very noisy. So I think it's great for Italians.
Hi guys, Guido Venneman from Raceport in the Netherlands, on your right. Of course, in July you all rode Panigales here at the World Ducati Week, and of course in the end, Pecco, you ride many times. We spoke to some riders earlier that they say that they take turn 11, Corvona, with 100% throttle on the Panigale. Can you do the same? And how different is it to have that corner to take it on the GP bike? What do you do different compared to the Panigale?
It's for all of us? Yeah, so yeah, we came here, it was okay, it was nice to ride a bit here in Misano, and yeah, I asked Frankie, I remember I asked Frankie before a race, but you brake on corner 11, because actually I was braking, and he told me, no, I am flat out, so for sure I was losing maybe 6/10 in one corner, but these guys, you know, after training, they are super fast, but luckily with the MotoGP we have to brake, so maybe I have an advantage.
Was not easy the first time we did full gas, flat out, but it's a good feeling when you enter in, touching the reps, doing sliding, so it's a good feeling. And with the MotoGP, unluckily we can't. So. And even I don't want to try, so I will brake a bit. The way of entrance is similar, but with the MotoGP you arrive like 30 kilometers per hour faster, and you have to brake, because if not you go wide.
Mark?
I learned something, because I was thinking, because on that day I was doing in 6, so now I learned that they were on 5 full gas, so next time.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Curvone. It's one of my favorite corners, but I prefer to don't try to do the same of Panigale.
Hi, Matteo Miserocchi, Corriere Romagna. A question for all. You think that this GP and the next of Regione Emilia-Romagna should be crucial to decide if the battle for the title is a 2 or 4 rider?
We will see. We will see during these 2 weekends, but I think all the practices, I mean all the races are crucial, because everything counts. So if you miss even one result, it's more difficult. So the important thing is to be always there, and you know, for my side, I will try to focus on what I do, and the rest will care about themselves.
I think that till mathematically is possible, you don't have to think about how many riders you have in the fight. I think right now is about 4, but let's see. I think that in the future we will understand it when we remain 4-5 Grand Prix.
For me, it's continue the same how I can say, the same results as the first part of the season are between 2. They are the most consistent ones. It's true that Enea was super fast in Silverstone, I was super fast in Aragon, but these 2 guys, they are always there, so this is the biggest difference between us.
Yeah, the same what you say, Mark, now. And I think Pecco and also Jorge, during all the season from the start, are always consistency, and sometimes I do a great result, but sometimes no. And depend if for my future, for the rest of the championship, I can do more consistency. But we have to close on a big gap, because now we have at 71 points. But never say never. No, we have to do many races, and that's it.
Gianmaria Rosati, Motosprint and Corriere dello Sport, here.
Dov'è?
Here. Question for Pecco. Regarding the apologies to Alex, when did you realize that it was better to fix the situation and maybe to say sorry? If you spoke with someone in particular, so what was the journey to this apology?
The same evening, when I was more calm, without a bit less angriness, thinking about what I said was normal, that it didn't do on purpose. So, like I said, I'm saying sorry for my words, because I think we're very strong.
Dimitris, the other Dimitris?
Hello, my name is Dimitri from Greek Television. It's a question for Mark, actually. Everybody is obviously aware of your achievements up until 2019 and the subsequent 3 years of difficulties thereafter. Now that you're back to winning, with the benefit of hindsight, did success come more easily in that period for you up to 2019, or was it always as hard as it looks like it is now?
No, no, now it's harder. Of course, until 2019, 2020, it has been super fast, super strong. I can say that I was working less at home, everything was easier. And now, after all what happened in my life, and especially my body, I need to work double. I need to be more often on the physio, more maintenance, but it's the way to do if I want to continue in the top level. So I'm ready to do it, and yeah, it's true that I need to take more hours, yes, but it's my job, and it's what I will do. If I'm racing, it's because I'm able to do it.
Paolo Ianieri, Gazzetta dello Sport. A question for Jorge. Last year, at some point, you were pretty much in advantage regarding to Pecco. Then you did some big mistakes, which cost you probably to try to fight until the end with the championship. Are you doing things differently now? Are you feeling better, more at calm? Because you've done the last 8 results are 8 times second. You've not been winning, but you're always there. So, is this something changing or not?
No, I don't think I changed a lot. I remember last season, maybe Pecco at some point of the season started to struggle a bit. After Misano, I don't know, I was keeping the same level, but he was a bit far. That's why I was recovering a lot of points, but then at the end of the season he came back. For sure, I always try to win, I always try my best, and I give my 100% to trying to win. That's why I'm here, but sometimes it's not possible, so I have to be happy with the second position. I think I'm doing a good job, and hopefully I will win again really soon.
Okay, I think the media are happy, so we'll finish as always with MotoGP Social. You've got your boards next to you guys. This week's MotoGP Social is tallest to smallest. So we've got Pecco, Jorge, Enea, Mark, Maverick, Brad, Pedro, Aleix, Fabian, Alex Marquez. The top 10.
I can do the opposite.
Top 10 in the World Championship. Who is the tallest and who is the smallest? Probably the easiest way to do this, guys, is put them
one by one.
One by one. So, for example, if you think that Pecco, if you think you're the tallest, put 1 by your name. And I think we'll just rank it from 1 to 10. So whoever you think is the tallest, put number 1, and then carry on down from 1 to 10. That's the easiest way, I think.
I'm tallest.
So if you think, Enea, if you think you're the tallest and you put number 1, no problem.
We are similar.
So yeah, so if you just put the numbers from 1 to 10 next to who you think is the tallest of the top 10 in the World Championship. Pecco's taking this quite seriously, so he's moved back on the chair.
Okay, got it.
So looks like Jorge's finished, Mark is finished. We'll wait for Pecco and Anea. So
¿Qué era? ¿De pequeño a grande?
just mark them down the
Eso,
names
porque
from 1
yo
to
no me
10.
liaba.
Number 1, who you think's tallest, then 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and then 10th, who you think is the smallest.
I did the opposite because I started with me, like the shortest.
Now that you-
So for me, Aleix is the tallest.
Aleix is the tallest.
Wait a
Okay.
second, wait a
Okay, we're just we're just waiting for the world champion. Anea is also just quickly scribbling down some
I
of
can do the
his
opposite, yeah.
answers. So we'll give you, what, 30 seconds more then?
Finished.
Echo is finished, so we've got the top 3 finished, and now Anea is just working his way through. You can maybe ask the other guys to stand up, Anea, to help you out, see if you can work out their heights. So,
I did a disaster.
tallest to smallest.
Julia, una que flipas.
So what I'll do is I'll read out the
Okay, so
answer,
for-
and you guys tick off if you got the answer in the correct position. I think that's going to be the easy way. So the tallest is Aleix Espargaro, 180
Oh, yeah.
centimetres. So you got Aleix Espargaro. If you got Aleix Espargaro,
I got
give
Aleix.
yourself a tick. Give it a tick mark if you got Aleix.
Okay.
So number 1 was Aleix Espargaro. Second, and a very close second, on a same height pretty much, Alex Marquez. So give yourself a tick for Alex. I'm hoping that Mark got Alex right. He did.
180 the same, so
So it's the same.
it's the same.
No.
No.
It's 80.2.
I'd just like to point out that I didn't make the rules for this one.
Because
so-
Aleix is 180, but is older. Because when you get older, you get smaller. No?
That's a great way to explain it, Mark. The perfect way to explain it. Okay, the 3rd tallest was Fabio Di Gianantonio, who's coming up in the 2nd press conference.
Yeah,
Did we
I put it second. I put it
Digio for
second.
3rd? Anybody get Digio for 3rd?
Yeah. I get
Mark's,
this.
Mark's going for it here. 4th was the world champion Pecco, 176
Perfect. I got it.
centimetres.
5th, Piñanes.
Next best was Maverick Vinales in 5th.
Perfect.
Then Pedro Acosta, Moto2 world champion.
Los tienes todos.
Perfect.
Look at
Brad Binder 7, perfect.
Brad Binder 7th. Mark,
Marc Marquez, perfect.
Oh, it's okay.
Mark's,
Enea.
it's Anea
Oh,
and Mark
the last one.
So they went for Jorge 9th and Anea 10th. So
I think I am 167, so.
you think you're what did we
Así,
say?
bueno,
you
así
were? Well, we've made you taller. We must have measured you in your boots,
you.
Jorge.
Thank you,
Maybe. So okay, Jorge, how many did you get right? How many?
I get right too. Just Aleix and Pecco.
Only the 2. We got a great start.
Yeah,
You
but,
also went horribly wrong. Pekka, what about you? How many did you get correct?
Dija.
You got Digi, and that was it. Not a great start to his home Grand Prix weekend. And Naya, what about you? You got.
Or 4 or nothing, or 2.
Okay. I think we have a very, very clear winner.
Yeah.
This is another dominant performance like it was in Aragon.
I'm coming from Aragon, mate.
It's another perfect start. The word perfect from Mark from Aragon starts again here in Mazzara. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Best of luck this weekend. If you could sign your boards, Mark's already done it. We all signed the boards. Quick photo with the boards first of all. Mark, just a picture with the board. Great stuff.
What are you? Double.
Non ho detto neanche tu dove messo.
Neanche uno?
Uno, Dija.
And a quick photo without the boards as well. Can anybody stop the Marc Marquez domination in this week?
The hype is there.
Okay, gentlemen, best luck to all 4 of you this weekend. Thank you.